Hey guys, today's video is going to be a sit down video and a sort of explaining where I've been. As you know, if you've been around for a while, there was a point in time where I was trying to get ahead in my videos, and every time I got ahead I'd get behind again, and I'm still like behind. Can't seem to even catch up right now. But September has been a very busy month for us, and it's just been one of those things that we just can't really control, or some of those things, like just has been. Jeff has had several days off so far, and he will have a day off every week this month, either because of regular holiday or because that's when his vacation day is scheduled. Because of the way he has to schedule his vacation, he has to schedule a year in advance, or close to a year in advance anyway, or the end of the year before, whatever. So 2024 is whenever he scheduled, so he had to take what he could get with some of it, and so he chose certain days in this month, and that's the way it works, and it's fine. And that means he has a lot of 4-day weeks this month, which is good. I like that. But the first week we had Labor Day, so he was home, and we went to the other house to pick up his car, because we have not had his car here the whole time we've lived here. He's just been using my truck, and if I need to go anywhere during the day, I would just take one of Noah's vehicles, because he has two. Now if we only had 2 vehicles, we wouldn't have done that, but since we did, we just, whenever we went up there, we would just crank his car, make sure it was still running well and all that stuff. So that was going on. And then on Monday we had to go order a part for Jeff's car, because the dimmer switch was not working, so we had to go order it because they didn't have it in stock. We were just going to go pick one up and fix it, but they didn't have one in stock, so we had to order it, and then I had to go pick it up the next day. And then let's see, then on Thursday of that week, the 4th, Delilah had her vet appointment, her checkup, and on that day some things got changed for the week that just passed, and it's just part of the reason why I've gotten behind in videos. So her glucose level, the entire time that we've been, since we found out about her diabetes, we've tried to keep it level, but it's gotten back and forth, and we've done different things, and she's been okay, but things just, we can't seem to get it straight to where that she can be on one level of insulin and that be it, and she stays okay. So we made some decisions on that day, and one of them was to have her spayed, because sometimes with female dogs, of course you had to spay a female, it will reverse the insulin, reverse the diabetes, or yeah, it'll go into like remission, and then she won't have to deal with it. That's the way that I was told anyway, something like that. So anyway, we took her to the vet on that day and figured all that out. Then I had Bible study on Saturday, and then we had regular stuff on Sunday, and then comes last week, which was still very busy, and this is why I had no videos, other than I think I had my Monday video, which was a grocery haul, but I think that's the only one. So on Monday, I had to confirm mine and Jeff's eye appointments, because we had to go get our test done on Tuesday. So not only that, but I volunteered at the Salvation Army in the city closest to us. A friend of mine who she goes to our church. you know, well, it was her church before it was ours, but anyway, she works there, and I asked her if they ever took volunteers, because I don't want to get like a full-time job or a part-time job there, but I thought it would be nice to volunteer to help if possible, because it is an organization that helps the less fortunate, I guess is the way I want to say it. So she said, yeah, we take volunteers, you just have to fill out a paper and, you know, things like that. And I said, okay, cool. So I volunteered on that day from like 9 to 5 or so, something like that. It was not exactly 9 to 5, but anyway, I volunteered to help them restock for the fall and winter clothing and things like that. So we did that, and then on Tuesday, Jeff and I spent the whole day having testing done. I went to have my annual mammogram. I may as well just say it. It doesn't matter. Mostly we're women anyway. I went and had that done, and I've already gotten the results. Everything's good, so that's good. And then that afternoon, a little later, Jeff and I went and had our eyes tested, our annual eye test, and his pressure test. His pressure was still a little bit high, but they're kind of want to monitor it and him come back in 6 months for them to check it again. But both of us, my vision, which I already knew, had gotten a little tiny bit worse, which I knew about that. I could already, you know, I could see that. So I did have to get a new prescription for my glasses. Well, I didn't have to, but I chose to, so I could get the bifocal or whatever they're called. So I don't have my glasses right now. I have contacts, so that's fine. I do have my old backup glasses that I can wear, but I've been wearing contacts since that day, and everything's been fine. So we got all that done. Then we, on Wednesday, Delilah had her surgery, and we took her that morning, and then that afternoon we went back and picked her up. She is doing really well. She's healing very well from her surgery. She's taking her antibiotics really well, and she hasn't seemed to need her pain medication anymore. She still has plenty, but she doesn't seem to need it. And so we didn't give it to her last night. Last night was the first one, and last night was Sunday night. So we've given her to her Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but she didn't seem to need it last night. If she needs it again tonight, we can give it to her. And we could have given it to her twice a day, but she didn't really seem to need it then. So then on Thursday, we had found out about a family whose home had burned. And so it's in a town near us, a very small town. And so Jeff and I went back to the Salvation Army, and we picked up a few little things to donate to the kids, because we didn't have any clothes, because we don't have any small kids, but we wanted to help. So we went and purchased a few little things from the Salvation Army, because I know this Salvation Army and I know the ladies there, and they don't keep the bad stuff. Like if it has holes and a bunch of stains and stuff, they don't keep that. So they actually have some kind of program that they send it somewhere else for recycling or something. I'm not exactly sure what happens. Maybe it's donated to somebody else. I don't know. But it's they don't sell it. So anyway, did that, and then Noah went through his clothes, and he got a bunch of clothes for the that he could donate. And so we were busy doing that kind of stuff. And then on Friday, I went to the church to help one of the other ladies from church to set this stuff up for the family to come in to kind of shop for what they needed, and not just give them a bunch of stuff that they really don't need that they'll have to figure out what to do with later. We just let them kind of shop, and of course we didn't charge them anything. That was all free, but we did that and gave them some food from our food pantry at our church. So that was what was going on Friday. And then Saturday we stayed at home, and Jeff built some shelves in the bathroom, and I'll do a little bit of filming, and you'll be seeing this stuff as I'm talking about it, like B-roll or whatever you want to call it, but he built some shelves in our bathroom to help us to organize some of our toiletries in there. And then on Sunday we had church, and then that afternoon, Sunday afternoon, we had a praise and worship time, and then we had like finger foods afterwards, which was really good. It was really enjoyable yesterday. But let's see, I'm gonna see if I hit everything on my list. Well, also Jeff and Noah rearranged the living room so that we could bring my table back in. I have been missing my kitchen table, dining table, whatever you want to call it, and I told Jeff that I wanted to figure out some way to get it back in here. So of course I'll have you a little bit of video of that. And we also have a piece of furniture that we are donating to the church to use for our clothing closet, for clothes that people will donate and then we will give to others that need them. We have this dresser here that we're not using anymore, so we're going to give that to them. So that is where I've been. That is why I have not been filming. Didn't really buy groceries. Well, yes, I did. I do have a grocery haul from Publix because they had a lot of produce on sale, and I have that filmed, so I'm gonna get that out to you guys next Monday probably, because I like to do grocery hauls on Mondays. And it seems like I filmed something else, but I don't remember if I did or not. I maybe didn't. Maybe I was planning on doing it, but I didn't. But either way, I will be volunteering at the Salvation Army. It's the ladies from the church group. I also have a niece, my sister and her husband's grandbaby, one of their grandbabies is very sick in the hospital in Tennessee. It is my sister's stepdaughter's baby, but she still considers her daughter, and she still considers it her grandbaby, so she's still my niece. So I've never met her though, but she's in the hospital, and I had asked for prayer for her from the ladies from the church. So that's what you're hearing, the whistle. I'm sad for my sister because of her having to go through this, and her husband, and you know, his baby girl, which is not his baby girl, it's his oldest girl, but either way it's his baby. It's sad for them to be going through this, and I've just been, you know, asking for prayer for them. I've also been trying to figure out this whole thing with my health. My doctor, if you remember, I told you that she said to track what I'm eating, and I've been doing that on an app on my phone, and it's very frustrating because I will eat 3 times a day, which I don't normally do, and I will eat snacks, and I even put protein in my coffee this morning. Don't do that. It's not good. It doesn't work, the protein powder. I don't know what it is. I'm going to try the liquid protein stuff later, but this one is not working well. It's just weird. So I'm going to drink it because I don't want to waste it, and it's got my collagen in it. But yeah, don't do it. But I'm a little frustrated because even though I'm eating like I should be, trying to add more fiber, more protein, I'm still not at the calorie that they're supposed to be. I'm not reaching it. You know, you're supposed to have a calorie deficit. My calorie deficit is enormous compared to what the app says it should be. I'll give y'all some examples. I don't know if the calorie deficit really matters. Honestly, I'm clueless about that. Can't go by the ice makers doing the thing. Like yesterday, I still had 1,858 calories left. And the way it works is it counts like whenever you walk and exercise and all that stuff, it changes your amount. So whatever you have burned, like yesterday, because it was church and I sat a lot because it was church, I only burned 1,189 calories. Okay. But because I burned that, it gave me 1,189 extra calories I could eat. So my calories were 1,858 less. Like, I didn't eat enough. Okay, the day before that, 2,000, wait, no. Where did that, it just changed. Okay, let's see. 1,450. The day before that was only 222. I did really good on that day. I was overstuffed, and I did eat a lot of, like, I ate steak, and I even ate ice cream that day. I haven't been. This day was 1923. This day was 1892. This day was 1345. This day was 3,665. What am I going to eat that's going to count to that much? I did do a lot of walking because that was the day I helped at I volunteered at the Salvation Army. But I don't really know what to do. If I'm going by this app, actually I was using the Fitbit app at first, because I thought, well, I'll just use it. It's already on my phone because of my Fitbit. Well, I was so aggravated because it was telling me that I didn't eat enough that I went to a different app. It's the same thing. It's telling me I didn't eat enough. Let's see. When I was using the Fitbit, it was the first week of September. And let's see, this on the first, I should have had 1,930. Wait a minute, was this right? No, I only had 30 left in that day. This day I had 448 left. This day I had 53 left. Maybe I need to go back to the Fitbit one. This one said 558. The Fitbit one was easier, or it told me I had less. 639. And this one was 171. And then the 7th was 204. Maybe I need to go back to the Fitbit one so I don't feel so bad about not eating enough. But it's really weird using these apps, keeping a food diary. It's a lot when I'm thinking about all the things and trying to add food to my diet that not add foods to eat a different kind of food, because I already eat like all these different foods, but I am adding more fiber. So I'm eating more like broccoli, and I'm eating more apples and things like that bring fiber into your diet more, because I'm supposed to be adding fiber and protein, and I'm focusing more on that than I am anything else. But it's really weird that I'm not eating enough calories still. So I really don't know which app to go by, because I don't know which one's correct. The Fitbit one is still keeping up with the Chronometer app, but it's just weird. I don't know. I'm figuring it out. I feel like the first week I started doing this, trying to eat more throughout the day and add more protein and fiber. Like I told you guys, I'm doing my best to try to do what the doctor says with this stuff. The first week I was miserable every day. Last week I was okay. I wasn't as miserable. But then again, I didn't seem to eat as many calories as I did the week before. So I don't really know. I'm a work in progress, but I've been very busy. Videos have been very slack, like extremely slack, but I'm going to do my best to try to get back on schedule, get your videos out. And like I had said, if I don't grocery shop, I'm not going to have a Monday video most likely, but I may have something else. But we'll just see what happens. Oh, I know what the other video was. I did get some things from the Salvation Army on the day I had volunteered. So I have a Salvation Army thrift haul for you guys. So yeah, I do have a video. So you'll see that most likely on Friday. And this one will be Wednesday, of course. And then I hope to have one for Sunday. I have not been doing the what's for dinners. I want to get back to that too. So it's going to take me some time to, I've got so many things going on. But overall, I'm feeling okay. Like, I know that things have been added to my agenda. But volunteering makes me feel good because I'm helping someone, if that makes sense. My church activities make me feel good because spiritually that helps me. And getting these yearly exams that we need, testing and things like that, like we have to get our teeth cleaned next week, I believe. Getting those things done and not having to worry about that stuff or think about it. I don't really worry about it, but think about it. It helps. So anyway, I just wanted to pop in and let you know what's going on. I also want to throw in here that YouTube has been taking some of my comments, and I will get a notification for them. Like right now, I have a notification for one. I want to say it's from Nita. Let me see. Yeah, from Nita Donaldson, 9173. But when I click on this comment, it's not here. It's not on the actual video. This is not the first time that has happened. It happened a couple weeks ago. So it's been happening quite a bit. I've had comments disappear. I had one from Fran. I think it was on my other channel, which my other channel I didn't have any videos last week either. It completely disappeared even after I replied. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but if I don't answer your comment, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's because it just is not there for me to talk to you. It will not allow me to do anything. It will not allow me to look at it, to comment back or reply. It will not allow me to heart or like or anything. So I don't know what's going on with that, but comments are not getting, they're not going through like they should be. If I don't answer your comment, please do it again if you really want me to know what you want me to, what you're saying. And also, people are not getting notified when I do upload. This is not just happening with my channel though. I've heard other creators say it whenever I watch YouTube. So I don't know what's going on, but it happens sometimes where YouTube glitches and things don't do like they should. So I just want to let you guys know that I'm not ignoring you. I know I've been absent, so I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. And if you don't mind, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing, because I really do want to know. If you have a prayer request, you can leave that down below as well. Like, share, and subscribe. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.